All right, family. This is take two. We don't know what's going on. It's called technical difficulties, but it's okay, right?
Yes, yes.
Because we're going to press on. We're going to press in. Praise God. And we are going to share this awesome testimony. My little sister here. I call her my little sister because I was actually a teacher of hers for youth. Oh my God. Does that make me feel old? Yes, it does. But anyway, we'll press on.
Yes, yes. So family, make sure no matter what takes place, we're still going live and it will catch up. But definitely share this video. All right, and some of you, whoa, y'all
Thank you, guys.
all jumping in.
Thank you
for the love.
Yes,
Dad is
thank
watching.
you.
Yeah, thank you, Larry, for tuning in.
Thank you,
Omar,
guys.
Rebirth, Jose, Norberto, everybody.
Yes,
Thank you for giving thumbs up and sharing your hearts. We are back.
See, y'all gonna make me cry, and I have no reason to cry. Just because we appreciate you guys so much.
Yes,
and
yes.
as we were saying before, we were interrupted by that technical difficulty.
Yes.
My name is Susie. If it's the first time you're tuning in to Sister Speaks Life, and this is
Zoe.
And today we have an awesome guest. Her name is Brianna
Golden. And her life is golden, family.
Absolutely. We praise God for Brianna's life, and we know that God is doing some awesome things in her life. And we want to take the time to say thank you, Brianna.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on Sister Speaks Life.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
I know that many that are tuning in are saying, wait a minute, that's Brianna. Brianna, who went off to college, and now she is back. And I'm just thankful to see what God is doing in her life. And guys, you're going to hear about it today. But we're going to start off by saying, Brianna, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Brianna Golden. Like Miss Susie just said, I just graduated from college exactly a month ago. So fresh out of school. Definitely exciting time. And I went to Monmouth University, majored in political science and Spanish. So have some Espanol that I can speak. I'm the oldest of three, so that's always a fun time. My brother and sister are in school as well. My brother's actually going to the same school that I just graduated with. So,
wow.
So that's awesome. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Is there any pressure since you're the oldest?
I guess growing up, I was looked at as being bossy, but, you know, just trying to be protective. I'm really just trying to, you know, fulfill some responsibilities, make sure things are going well around the house and everything like that. But, yeah, my brother and sister, they're great, though, so I can't complain. They're great. They're awesome.
You're an awesome big sister.
Yes, yes. I have the pleasure of knowing her parents as well, and they've done a great job with all three. So congratulations to you parents, Omar, and your lovely, lovely wife. I thank God that you guys have instilled so much into these young people, and that has to happen in order for them to be able to be productive and go out there and just continue to doing what God calls them to do.
Yes.
So thank you. So I think we have a question.
Well, you said you graduated from Monmouth University with a bachelor's degree. All right. So when going to college, when you first entered, did you know what you wanted to do? Like, this is what I'm going to school for. I always dreamed to be this. Like, what was your career choice? Like, how was that process?
Yeah. So going away to school, I wanted to be a lawyer. So I'm a political science major. So I'm fascinated with things government and history and politics. And I know a lot of my friends are like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. It just really interests me. I really like it. So going into school, I wanted to pursue law after graduating. And I even joined the mock trial team at my school. And that was an awesome opportunity. I was a 2-year attorney. So it was a great experience. But as I was getting more involved in school, I felt like God was kind of changing that a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Maybe God's calling me to be an attorney, but, you know, maybe not right out of college. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to Washington, D.C., spend my last semester in D.C., intern at a law firm, and get a feel for it. And maybe God's calling me to a government agency or some type of nonprofit organization or a big corporate organization. So I was definitely open.
You're right.
So, but definitely just wanted to get out there, you know, do something big. So.
And that's exactly what I'm hearing as she's talking about government, corporate. I'm like, wow, she was dreaming big. But that's the way we have to dream.
Yeah.
And I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Because sometimes we do limit ourselves.
Yes.
And so just you speaking, I'm like thinking, boom, boom, boom. That's big. And that was awesome. You have to dream big. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So thank you, Cherie, for sharing this video, and everybody that's sharing it and just joining in. Dawn, thank you for tuning in. Everybody that's making comments, we acknowledge them, and thank you always. You're so much appreciated also. So, Brianna, so you say you went to Washington, D.C.?
Yes, my last semester. Yep, I just got back.
How was that experience?
Yes,
I mean, that's like, because you're from New Jersey, right?
Yes.
And then you're going to a big city.
Yes.
Washington, D.C.
It honestly was one of the best experiences ever. It's actually a cool time to be in DC right now, just with, you know, the changing of, you know, the political parties and stuff like that. A lot of people are just getting used to that, and, you know, I'm jumping in not knowing anything, you know. So just really getting a chance to grow with everybody, but it honestly was such a remarkable semester. I'm so happy that's how I spent my last semester at school. Just walking around and just seeing, like, the history, going into different monuments, going to the sites and everything like that. That was really a blessing to see. Just being there, I met a lot of great people there as well, so it was a really great opportunity.
Wow.
You know, as you're sharing, it's like, okay, you're back home, and I know God is doing some things right now with you, but in you sharing that, I feel as though, you know what, that might be a pause for a moment. You didn't have that experience for no reason, and I believe that the big that you dream is still going to take place. He allowed you to walk through that for this season for a reason, and so at some point, you will walk through those doors again, because we need people like you in those places. Okay? Deal with politics every day, and I hate it. But I also understand.
But you know what? With her beautiful smile, everything will be fine.
Yeah, she's going to walk through the door, that's it.
America will be great.
Well, that's exactly it, because I believe God sends us to be that light to shine in the midst of the darkness. I mean, it is a dark scene out there. Unfortunately, when you get caught in the middle of all of that, the politics can be a little scary. There's a lot of twisted stuff going on, but God puts us in those places for a reason, because we get to see it and we get to pray about it.
Yes, indeed.
Okay? I always feel like if I know about it, then I can pray about it. If I don't know about it, then, you know, and people say stay away from it. No, we should be in those places. Okay? So I know God's going to do something with that. And I'm excited.
Thank you.
Yes. It leads me to this question, because now, a lot of parents, I mean, we've seen it across many Facebook images, people posting all pictures, and even in the news, hundreds, actually thousands of kids are graduating, okay? And one of the things, and they're preparing, you know, for college as we speak. What was the college experience? What was it about college that you like, your experience?
I really did enjoy college. It definitely was a blessing. I have to say my college experience was actually really great. I would have to say every year got better, surprisingly, which is great, you know. But I remember going in freshman year, and I was just super excited with all my dreams, all my plans. But something I struggled with my first semester was kind of finding community. I was used to having like fellowship and constant community at church and youth group and stuff like that. But when I got to college, you know, everyone's there, being independent, really going in as empty vessels, trying to take everything that they can from professors and other students, and, you know, still trying to uphold, I guess, kind of their family traditions and stuff like that. So we're coming in with all these pressures, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a place where everyone's really trying to find themselves. But I was really looking to have, you know, that community that I had in high school and growing up. But I didn't really have that, and that was hard. But all glory to God, He allowed me to get plugged into community my second semester, and since then, you know, it's just been an awesome experience of getting to learn and grow more in my relationship with the Lord, and honestly, I have to say, He made my college experience the best that it could be, so it was really great, I have to say.
I really hope that parents are listening, and I hope that the youth are listening, and they're not, make sure you share this with those young people that are about to head off to college.
Yes.
Because just like you, and I don't know about you, Zoe, but I know that once I got to college, I felt like I need to find a church. I need to find a place, because like you said, you're going into now an environment where you're independent, you're on your own, and no one's holding your hand. And so the experience in itself can be challenging. It's not high school anymore. You don't have the teachers telling you how to do things. They give you a syllabus, and you better follow it. And if you don't, you're done.
Right. You might not make it back the next semester.
Right. So, those are the things that you have to be aware of. And I think, and I'm so glad, like you, I found a place, and it was around the corner from my school, and it said noonday prayer. And noonday prayer says, Susie, it was like, I'm going in, and I need to get on my knees, because the only way I'm going to make it is staying in God's word and really seeking God for help, because I was on my own. So did you experience that?
Well, I can't even remember. It was so long ago. No. But it's true. When I went, growing up in the AME, there was an AME church right around the corner. So we was able to fellowship there. But that college experience, and that's what I want you to share more about being a Christian student, because you're away from the parents, and there's so much temptation to get involved with the different parties and activities and so forth that may pull you away from what the Word of God is. And the title of the show today is Knowing God's Will. Amen. So we know what God's will is, but when you get in that college environment and you're seeing what's going on, and like you said, the peer pressure and the things, and keeping up with grades, or do I get involved with a sorority or a fraternity, or so it's like, how did you make the most of your college experience, and what can you share to other Christian students about being a college student but still representing Christ?
Yeah, I'd have to say, kind of going back to my first semester, it definitely was difficult not having any type of fellowship. I also didn't have a car that semester, so it was really hard.
So you was on campus?
Yeah, I lived on campus, and I live an hour and a half from my school, so I wasn't even familiar with the area at all. I know there was churches in the area, but I had no way of really getting there. So that was hard. I kind of just felt like stuck on my campus and where I was. But I really tried to fill that void, I guess, of not having that community by getting plugged into different clubs and stuff like that. So I did like student government and like mock trial and just different things that I knew that I'd be good at. But I found the more I was trying to get plugged in to those different clubs and stuff like that, I met great people, and it was really great and awesome experiences, but it just wasn't fulfilling me in that way that I needed. And I could get invited to, social functions, sorority, events and stuff like that, but I was kind of a introvert anyway. So I was like, I'm not gonna, I haven't experienced that before, I'm not gonna, venture, because I've seen some of my friends and stuff like that, how they came back from those things, and I'm like, it's not really me.